quick, it owe you something, ain't no chit-chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your dish splat. Stop letting this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. I feel like I'm JX. J-Way. I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless. I'm gone. Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck. Into the trends. See a lead, be the band.
Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Corner to Copa. We are back with another player profile edition, and I'm going to let Coach take it away.
All right. This guy has been up and down a little bit throughout the year, but he's been a mainstay over the last month and change, if not a little bit longer, riding into his groove here as the rest of the team gets hot. We are talking about the right-handed relief pitcher, opener, pseudo starter, you name him, Beau Brieske, standing 6'3", 200 pounds from Chandler, Arizona, 26 years old, drafted by Detroit in 2019 in the 27th round, number 802 overall from Colorado State Pueblo, smaller satellite school. Made his debut back in April of 2022 versus Colorado. Brief minor league background on him. 2019, July of that year was made his debut. Shortly after was placed in the IL. So about 4 weeks worth of time up. Did not play in 2020 during COVID. He opted out in 2021. He was voted the minor league Detroit organizational all-star at West Michigan and Erie. In 2022, these are all major league club numbers now. 15 games started, 3-6 with a 4.19 ERA with a 1.2 WHIP, 81 innings, 54 strikeouts, 25 walks, decent ratio. 2023, 25 games, 2-3 with a 3.6 ERA, a little higher WHIP at 1.37. Only 35 innings seen that year. He had 2 saves and 5 holds as well, so you can see him transition a little bit more into a bullpen role. And this year so far, through the 24th, he's appeared in 44 games with 11 starts or openings. He's 3-4 with a 3.6 ERA, 1.32 WHIP, 63+ innings pitched, 68 to 30 strikeouts to walks, 54 hits, 26 earned runs, 1 save, 6 holds, only 1 blown save. And through his last 15 games, he's been extremely good, including 6 openers, 2-1 with a 1.8 ERA, a 1.15 WHIP in 20 innings, 11 hits, 4 earned runs, and 20 strikeouts, 12 walks. During that stretch, he had a 10 consecutive outing appearance without allowing an earned run. So that's a big part of the reason why he's been a much consistent contributor over the last several weeks here. He's been much more reliable, occasionally still allowing some runs via walk and some possibly inherited runners in the mix as well. But for the most part, he has been clutch for them as of late. Features a 4-seam fastball around 96 miles an hour, 40% of the time. Changeup at 88, throws at a quarter of the time. And then he will sprinkle in almost identically in terms of pitch percentage usage, an 86 mile an hour slider with a 96 mile an hour sinker. So every pitch he's got other than his 4-seam is meant for movement vertically and horizontally, working the zone. He likes to work away for the most part, right-handed hitters. The changeup is mostly a chase pitch. He'll sometimes throw it for a strike, but it's really just to get him to whiff. Slider, he looks like he tries to use that primarily to right-hand hitters as a backdoor pitch, as a strike 3 looking. Otherwise, middle below the zone chase pitch as well. Sinker, he throws it almost all to the lower portion and outside, outer middle to right-handed hitters. He's tried to sometimes use it as a backdoor pitch the other way that the slider can do to right-handed hitter. His off-speed pitching value is rated an 86th percentile, above average. He has a lot of rather average statistics. Expected ERA, batting average is all around C. Fastball velocity, 95.8, ranks in the 77th percentile. So he's not going to overwhelm you with some of that stuff, but this collection of pitches together have proven to be very effective. His walk rate, he needs to improve on. It ranks in the 13th percent category at 11.2%, kind of alluding to some of those unearned runs earlier. Barrel percentage is a B plus, 86 percentile. They're only getting about 5+%. And hard hit percentage is below average in the 66 percentile at 36.7%. So he can get hit around a little bit, but not in that sense of getting allowing runners across. It's just, they're putting the ball in play at a, decent speed. And ground ball percentage overall is rated fairly low at a 39.6%. So again, he's relying on those ground balls turning into outs, preferably. But despite some of those specific numbers, overall, he's been very effective. He's been an integral part of the collective arms at AJ Hinch's disposal here, and he's really turned it on over the last 2 months of the year as the Tigers look at to get in the playoffs. And that is your right-handed pitcher, Beau Brieske.
Yeah, he came into the year as one of my favorite bullpen guys, kind of the unsung. Well, I won't say unsung hero, but a guy that people weren't talking about a lot going into the year. But yeah, he's come up in a lot of tight situations where he's had to come in there and really strike guys out to get out of jams, and he's been big down the stretch, like you said. But please subscribe to Corner to Copa, or on all audio aggregators. Subscribe to Corner to Copa and Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube, and we will be back with a full-length show on Sunday. So stay tuned for that, because there'll be a lot more implications that will be laid out by that point. But let's get up out of here.